Hello, internet friends. So, we come to you with these videos sometimes when we're going to try to sell you something. Well, we're going to try to sell you something, but it's not something we make. We're trying to sell you on this guitar. This ESP 1990s Jake E signature model. We're going to try to show you some clips, tell you some factoids, and hopefully sell this thing to one of you watching. And if this thing is long gone, it'll still be informative for you in case you run into another one of these in the wild and want to know what makes these things special. So, stick around. So who is Jake E? Well, Jake E is the second guitar player. Well, third? Fourth? It's hard to tell because there are a lot of guys who filled in a little bit after Randy Rhoads passed away. But Jake E was the second official guitar player for Ozzy Osbourne, who played on the records Bark at the Moon and The Ultimate Sin, and then was the guitar player and band leader for Badlands, Red Dragon Cartel, and a bunch of other acts. All right, a couple things that are kind of interesting with this guitar. I want to talk about this neck. This is a 24 3/4 scale length neck, which is a Gibson scale length. It's kind of cool. So it kind of is a little more bendy friendly, shred friendly than the typical 25.5 scale that you see with F-style guitars like this. The frets, they are jumbo frets for the first 12 and then slightly thinner vintage frets for the next 10, which is a kind of cool touch. And there's a bit of a flatter radius, so you don't fret out when you have to do your wailing, screaming bends. A couple other nice touches. This is a hardtail strat style that Jake used to use. You have strings through the back like that. And there's a nice neck contour here as well, where it allows the access really nicely up to the upper frets. So, in keeping with 20th century shred super strat aesthetics and function, this is a hum single pickup configuration. The humbucker is pretty interesting. The Duncan that originally was in here was long gone by the time we got the guitar, so we replaced it with a Gemini pickups humbucker. Gemini makes really great stuff. But if you want a Duncan in here, we do have a Duncan custom that we can put in. That's a Zebra configuration as well. We can do either one. We can leave the Gemini or put the Duncan. Your choice. I would go with the Gemini, but this ain't about us. The single coils are these tilted single coils that are the inverted tilt like Jake had on his Charvelized and the ESPs. They're great, and it's really balanced in a nice way where you could leave your amp kind of dirty and leave it on this pickup and then go to a cleaner sound by just switching pickups. So it's that kind of thing. So, little background in this. Jake E in the 80s used Charvelized mostly, and then in the 90s, after the first Badlands record, he signed a deal with ESP, and he went to ESP for these guitars. So this is built mainly just for a few years in the 1990s, but it incorporated a lot of features I think are kind of special and make this a little different, mainly the scale length and just the weight and vibe and the contours and stuff are a little bit different than his Charvel, which is basically a 1975 Fender Strat that he swapped the neck out on and did pickup changes and other stuff. Thanks for watching this, internet friends. I hope you enjoyed this video. Come take this thing off our hands, or if you find another one out in the wild, you'll know what you're messing with. Take care, like and subscribe if you want to watch more, and we'll see you around.
Ow! What does Yingwei Momstein do at the end of his video? Like he's blowing on his fingers like they're too hot.
Yo, who is Jake E, dude?
Wait, what? You don't know who Jake E is? Do you think we need to tell them who Jake E is? Who is Jake E? Well, if you've grown up eating avocado toast at any point in your life.